Welcome to episode 2 of reading series I'm in the middle of. I'm very excited about this series because it's something that I will be doing every single month. So yes, this is episode 2, February. There are 3 series that I end up going through in this video. So the first series we read, it is the Crowns of Nyaxia series. We read Six Scorched Roses and we also read The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. So we read both of these ones. So that is really good because there is one other book out in this like collection of duets, what is essentially, and that is it's like the Songbird and Heart of Stone, I believe. So that's really good. We're really getting through the series, which I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. Love this. Yes, Vampire Hunger Games vibes was the first one, and then this is like kind of following that. Then the next series that we continue, I guess, is I've been stuck in this book for what feels like months. I feel like when did I start this book? I feel like I started this book ages ago. Whatever. So we also finished God of Malice in this video. And then we also, just because this book has just, I've been to the trenches with this book. The amount of times this book has gone missing. This book has gone missing on 2 separate occasions. And I literally just don't know, like it just goes missing and I don't know where it is and then just randomly shows up. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm haunted. I'm haunted by a ghost. But this is the Maple Hill series. And I read Icebreaker when it literally first came out. And I have this because someone gave it to me because they're like, I hated this. And I'm like, you like reading, you can have it. So I keep thinking that, like, was it a sign that I wasn't supposed to read this? Whatever. I'm reading this book in this video, which is the other series that we are getting up. And I'm pretty sure there is another one out. It's like Daydream, which I do not have in my physical TBR. And honestly, I will be not adding to my physical TBR. Last week, I did make a purchase from Booktopia. Let me explain. It's purple and I love purple. Until like I'm 100% certain I will be reading that book, which might be never, to be honest. I don't know. For the eldest daughters in my life, I'm the eldest daughter. So yes, if you are interested in seeing me continue these 3 series, then yes, keep watching for episode 2. I'm really excited for this series, to be honest.
Do I even know how many series I'm in the middle of? No. But it is something that constantly weighs in my mind. And I feel like a good way to start this video is by just reading this book here. Six Scorched Roses. It is, I believe, 208 pages. No, 211 pages. I was so off. So I'm gonna read this. So I read the first one, The Seven Wings of Night. I actually really like that book. It's literally vampires in a tournament-like setting. And then there's, it's just, I like it. And then Nyaxia, she's the goddess of death. And then if you win the tournament, you get like, the book ends on a very big cliffhanger. Anyways, this book here, you're supposed to read it before The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, I believe. But I would like to read The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King this month. But I can't read that until I read this. And this one is so short. So I figured let's just start off this, reading series I'm in the middle of, February edition, with this one here. 6 roses, 6 vials of blood, 6 visits to a vampire who could be her salvation or her damnation.
I'm really pleased to announce that I have finished this. Now, was this 150 pages? Yes. The rest of the book, see, all of this is just basically stuff from The Seven Wings of Night, which I've already read. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, 164 pages. That's how much it was. It was actually, though, that's like the glossary, but this book ended, there's 154 pages. Is that what I said? Wow, okay. But I finished this book. I started reading it last night and then I finished it this morning. And I actually really love this for a novella, but I am going to say the same thing that I always say with novellas. I wish they were longer. I wish this had a full-fledged story. And, okay, so I've started reading this and already one of the characters, well, both the characters in this book, but the guy in this book, Vale, he has been mentioned in this one almost immediately and I'm like 40 pages in. So I'm glad that I read this because at first I was like, when am I supposed to read this? And everyone was saying, you have to read it after 7 Wings of Night. And I'm glad I did because I'm like, oh, right, like, I know him and I know what happened. But anyways, yes, I wish that this book, there was more. Okay, let me explain. So basically, there is this sickness plaguing the land, all right? Because the gods are so interesting. The gods are very interesting. But the gods, he is punishing them. And basically, the sickness, it causes people to, like, turn to dust. But it's like their skin flaying. From what I'm gathering, like their skin, because her sister, she's saying that like her sister's skin is like all over the ground. And then when people die, they're just like dust. So I think their skin turning dust. I don't know. But yeah, the gods are so interesting. There's also like vampires. Well, the dude's a vampire. I love vampires in books. Look, I'm gonna be honest, I love vampires in books. Oh, wow. I'm like, look, wait, I'm like red pajamas, red nails, red rose. That's really interesting because she's taking his blood. Well, okay, his blood isn't red. Okay, basically, she needs vampire blood, so she's taking this dude's blood, and in exchange, she's giving him roses. I do just wish that this was a full-length novel, but I really did like, I loved the romance in this. I loved the whole aspect of that she was looking for, she was looking for a cure and she was researching, and then he was helping her. I swear, every single thing just brings me back to Manacled. Because when she's looking, guys, I'm rereading Manacled again for the millionth time. Have I already read this book this year? Yes, I have already again. When I tell you, right, I'm literally in a constant state of just rereading it. And how am I reading it, you may ask, on my books. And it's not the same as AO3. It is not the same as AO3, but I love it anyways. That's my update for Six of Roses. I'm really glad I read it. Honestly, I so much of this book I was thinking 4, but I just don't think I can. So I'm thinking a 3, 3.5. If it was longer, I literally guarantee this book would be 5 stars. If this was longer in a full-fledged novel, 100% 5 stars. It is not, so I'm going with 3. But yeah, I'm really glad that I read this, especially going in to this one. Because I would actually like to be caught up to date with this, because then after this book, there is one more, and I would like, that's out at the moment, and like, because it's a whole bunch of duets, if that makes sense. So I'm really interested in that, and I want to be caught up to date with this kind of like world situation. That's my plan, okay? There is just way too many books and not enough time. I don't know, I'm just feeling, or should I just read red books? You know, like this is red and that's what I'm wearing. I don't know what I want to read, because then every single time I think, oh, I want to read this, then I see something else and I'm like, but I want to read that. Okay, you guys, so basically things don't always go to plan. Now, essentially, this video, yes, it's in the series, it's in the Crowns of Nyaxia series, and I was initially intending on this being for a completely different video, and essentially that video, I'm putting a pause on it. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Well, maybe not for like a couple of months, but I finished this book and I'm not gonna wait a couple of months to tell you what I thought about it when I literally just finished it. Well, I finished it like a little while ago. Whatever. This is the second book in the Serpent and Wings of Night, like that specific duology. Now, what I will say, I like this book. I did not like it as much as the first one. I gave the first one 4 stars. This one is 3.5. I really did like some of the things that he said. Where are my Goodreads? Did I give a review? Because Goodreads isn't even downloaded on there. Oh, I forgot. That's my new iPad, because my old iPad has Goodreads and I didn't download Goodreads on there. What did I say? Oh, yes. I'm really excited for Misha's book. This book definitely made me, like, especially near the ending, I was like, wait, I really want to know about hers. And that is where is it? The Songbird and Heart of Stone. So I'll be reading that definitely next month in this series, because I just like to be caught up to date with the series, because I really do like it. And yeah, so this book, it is like, I don't want to say too much. It's the second book, right? Well, technically like the third book if you are reading this one, and I am kind of. But basically, yes, the first one is a tournament, the Kajari, Mortal Girl. She is in the Kajari because whoever wins gets a gift. Okay, well, she's mortal, everyone else is a vampire. Her dad is a vampire. Okay, the man who raised her is a vampire, and he's always like, vampires, you have to be so careful of them. There's like a romance with her and a vampire. I feel like I'm making this sound really bad. I actually really like this. This is kind of following the ending of that. And I literally don't think I can really say like much at all without, you know, like spoiling anything. If any of you guys have read it and you like really want to like discuss, and you have some thoughts about it, please put them below and I will discuss them with you in like a completely spoiler way. But yeah, so I really like this, but 3.5 stars. Very excited for the next one though. So that is the plan of action for that. But did like this. Don't know where any of my thoughts. Did I even take any thoughts for this? I think I was just like reading it. I literally was just reading it and reading it. So that's yes, what I've got so far. Okay, so my dear friends, let's discuss this book. So I swear that this book has literally been in like a million reading vlogs. But I have a little bit more than 100 pages left to go. I'm very interested in the other characters and what inevitably will be their relationship, because I can just tell. Well, at least I'm assuming it's going to be a relationship between who I'm assuming it's going to be. I don't know. That part's like very interesting. Would I recommend this book? Look, this book is a dark romance, okay? And a lot of people, dark romance is not for them. There is a lot of things that the main male character does in this book, which is like, it's really criminal acts, you know, against the female main character, Glyndon. So I definitely think, yeah, I don't know. Well, I think before any dark romance book, you definitely need to like look at the content and stuff. Guys, I'm scared. What am I looking at? If you're feeling apprehensive about it, you know, so you kind of know what's being in there. And I don't know what happened. Like, I was really struggling to get through like the first half of it, and I kind of got like last night, and I binged so much of it, and then I couldn't stop reading. And then the reason why I stopped reading was because I was so tired, and I was like, okay, no, go to sleep. Like, the writing style, it is not, you're not gonna be like, there are a few times where there are a few quotes and I want to like underline them and stuff, but I don't, because I don't have my annotation device, and I can't just like randomly start annotating near like the end of the book. But, you know, yeah, if I ever was to, yeah. But yeah, that's all I really have to say so far. Well, I mean, yeah, because all my other thoughts, I literally swear they're scattered throughout. So I just thought I'd give you like a really quick recap. I'm very interested in the other characters' stories. So I definitely feel like as soon as I finish this one, I'm going to start. Is it the purple one that's next? I think it's the purple one that's next. I don't know where the purple one is. Is it this one? See? And also let me explain, because basically this is the indie versions, but I couldn't find the indie versions for God of Ruin. So I was like, okay, I cannot have them all indie and then this one here. So I liked this one. So I have 3 in like this like sprayed edgesness, and then I have, whoops, ow, I keep hitting my head on it. And then see, like these 2 are in the indie version. Pretty sure this is the last one, but that's indie. And then it made sense in my mind. It might not make any sense to you, but I'm just like, I don't want, so do you see what I'm saying? It's like 3, you know, even though that's just what I was thinking. I don't know. And I also like smaller paperbacks like this to read. I don't know, you guys, I don't know. Let's put that there. Let's put that one back there. But the point is that, yeah, I'll be, whatever the one is the next one, I'll be immediately reading that one once I finish this one, because I'm so curious about like the other things. These books, there's just like a level of like escapism, because let me tell you, when you're reading about this, because I'm gonna keep reading, and I guess I'll update you in a second. Basically, I'm listening to Wildfire at the moment. It is part of the Maple Hills series books. I read Icebreaker when it first came out, before the author changed the friend's name. Essentially, this book is set at a summer camp, and it follows Aurora and Ross, and both of them are at the moment dealing with familial issues, and they're going to be leaders at the summer camp. I actually love the entire summer camp setting, and I'm very curious about really what I don't know if there's even going to be a conflict in this book, like between the main characters, because at first it had like a little miscommunication thing, but that's like already been resolved. That's been already been resolved pretty quickly. Yeah, because the author claims that she's writes very like fluffy romances, and so yeah, I don't know, it's just, I don't know what I'm kind of gathering from this book, and I don't know if this is just because this is what I want it to mean, but essentially they had like a situation together, and then both kind of assumed they'd never see each other again, and yet fate will have it that they have, of course, seen each other again. And so in my mind, I'm now thinking, okay, well, if you are meant to be with someone, it doesn't matter. The universe or whatever is out there will bring you back together. Is that a delusional notion to have? To think that, like, if you are meant to be with someone, it won't matter if you initially intend to never see them again, because you'll be brought together. Not gonna lie, there have been several parts of this book where I've just honestly wanted to burst into tears. But, you know, that says everything about me. Like, the book itself is not sad. Like, no one else, I don't think, is reading this book and almost bursting into tears. But that is what I'm gathering from this book. That, you know, if you are meant to be with someone, you will. Guys, I'm getting flashbacks. Okay, guys, so let's talk about wildfire. Actually, there's been quite a few mentions of wildfires in the book because she is basically scared of storms, and, you know, one time there actually was a wildfire. So now and also one of the characters was like, oh yeah, I bring destruction with me, like, oh, everywhere I go, like, I bring destruction like a wildfire. So wildfire has been mentioned, but also I have a hypothesis that there actually will be, like, a genuine, like, actual fire in the book. Also, there was a mention of, like, billionaires that own a theme park. I'm like, okay, that is literally the Dreamland Billionaire series. I feel like a lot of Aurora's feelings, they're very relatable, even though the circumstances are different. Pretty sure there was literally a line there where, because she was relating to him, and it was like, obviously our circumstances are different, but yeah, I feel like a lot of the things that she feels and experiences are quite relatable, you know. And also the way that, like, I just wish that I got, like, when I was younger, obviously it's impossible, I literally live in Australia, but, like, the American school camp's different. School camps were like, I actually love school camps, but, like, no, like, the American summer camp experience. And I feel like being a camp counselor would be so, like, fun. I don't know. That's my update so far. I'm up to chapter 20. So, yeah, it's just, like, it's a good book, I think, just to, like, to zone out and just, you know. So, yeah, that's what I've got for you guys so far. Last night I finished reading God of Malice, and I do just think it was just, there was so many, like, what is that? Oh, because it's, like, raining outside. I stood on clay, and whoops, I've accidentally just, like, walked clay into my room because I was too lazy to take off my shoes. I hate walking shoes, like, but I just wanted to, like, get inside. Okay, whatever, no one cares. But I finished this book, and I definitely think this author was trying really hard to, like, set up the parents' books, because we got a few perspectives from, like, the parents, and it's like, if you want, at the end it was like, if you want to read the parent stories, you can. This book, successfully, there are a few characters, okay, so there are a few characters in here that I'm, like, very, very, very intrigued about their book, and, like, I really badly want to read, like, to be, like, I'm so, like, I'm very, very intrigued for this book here, just because of the way it's like being set up and everything. So yeah, but I thought it was just funny because there was, like, a scene where it was like, if you hurt her, and he's like, no, and I'm like, oh, but you did. Anyways, that's that. I don't know what I'm gonna rate this, so I'm not gonna rate it because I don't know. So that's that. That's all I'm gonna say about this book. But okay, at least I think I'm gonna, like, read the other series, like, first, because I really want to get to God of Fury, and, like, what, that's, like, the 5th book, I believe. Yeah, anyways, but yes, the next one is God of Pain, so it looks like I'll be reading this in the month of March, I suspect. So yeah, this is Creighton and Annika, because yeah, I was getting, not gonna lie, in this book I was getting, like, he just doesn't say anything, and she was trying so hard to talk to him and, you know, get him to speak, and he was just blatantly ignoring her, and I'm like, girl, please. But then, you know, near the end, it's been revealed that, like, she kind of stopped and some things are going on. So I don't know, but the way another book was mentioned, and it was the princess and bodyguard trope, and I'm like, that's literally Twisted Games. Like, I know that's Twisted Games. I know this is in reference to that. Literally the way, anyways, I finished his book, but the way that Aurora is so much better than me. Because if he said to me what he said to her, I would never have reacted in the way that she reacted. How just calm and mature that she did. And you know what, maybe that's why I always find myself in toxic situations. Anyways, you know what, it's really cute that she got a happy ending. And I'm really happy because she was like, I didn't know if I was gonna get my happy ending. And I'm like, oh, because I'm not gonna get my happy ending, so it's nice to read about other people getting their happy endings. I've resigned myself to not being a lover girl anymore. I'm never gonna be a lover girl ever again. I'm not meant for love. So instead I'm just going to explore it through romance books.
Okay, so that is the end of that. I don't know what was wrong with me during this reading vlog. I felt like there were so many times when I was just spacing off looking at nothing and I wasn't really making sense, and I did not go into as much depth as I would have liked for each of the books. That's okay because my Q1 wrap up will be coming soon and I guess I can delve a little bit more deeper if I choose to. But that's the end of this video. I guarantee next month will be a lot better. Also, I know that it's March now. This video took me, surprisingly, a long time to like get to. I don't even know why, but I'm uploading it now, I guess. But thank you so much for watching, and yes, my next ones will be better than whatever that was.